Welcome to this lecture series in Chemical Reaction Engineering 1. We'll continue with the problem 3.9. Here the first order reversible liquid reaction takes place in a batch reactor. After 8 minutes conversion is 33.3% and equilibrium conversion is 66.7%. We have to find the rate equation for this reaction. Ca0 is given as 0.5 moles per liter, Cr0 is 0. So for this condition, we have this integrated form of rate law for first order reversible case, which we have derived earlier. Minus ln of 1 minus xa by xae is equal to k1 by xae into t. So we substitute the value of xa and xae here and we evaluate this left hand side, which comes out to be 0.6916, and that is equal to k1 by xae is known and time 8 minutes, after 8 minutes. So K1 is the unknown and which we can determine easily as 0.0576 minute inverse. Equilibrium constant Kc, that is the ratio of K1 by K2, this ratio of the forward rate constant to the reverse rate constant, and that we know for first order reversible case as xae by 1 minus xae. If you substitute xae value as 0.667 here, you get K1 by K2 is equal to 2. So this K1 by K2 is equal to 2. We know K1. So K2 will be equal to K1 by 2 and that comes out to be 0.0288. We know K1, we know K2, you can write the rate law. Minus Ra is equal to K1, we have substituted these values 0.0576 into Ca minus K2, that is 0.0288 into Cr. So this is the desired rate equation. Next, 3.10, aqueous A reacts to form R. The reaction is A gives R. In the first minute, in a batch reactor, the concentration drops from Ca0 is equal to 2.03 moles per liter to Ca final 1.97 moles per liter. We have to find the rate equation for the reaction if the kinetics is second order with respect to A. So kinetics is given as second order with respect to A. That means minus Ra is equal to Kca square. So for second order kinetics, first we will find out Xa value, that is 1 minus Ca final by Ca0, 1 minus 1.97 by 2.03. This comes out to be 0.029. So fractional conversion Xa is 0.029 and that is in the first minute, means in 1 minute. For second order reaction, we have Kca0t is equal to Xa by 1 minus Xa. So this Xa by 1 minus Xa, if you substitute 0.029 as the value of Xa, we get this as 0.0299. We can obtain K is equal to this 0.0299 divided by Ca0, that is 2.03 into T is 1 minute. So K we get second order rate constant 0.0147, time inverse, time is in minutes, so minute inverse into concentration inverse, concentration is in moles per liter, so moles per liter inverse. Rate equation I can write as minus Ra is equal to 0.0147 Ca square. Next, 3.11. Here the aqueous A at a concentration of Ca0 is equal to 1 mole per liter is introduced in a batch reactor where it reacts away to form the product R according to the stoichiometry. Stoichiometry of the reaction is A gives R. The concentration of A in the reactor is monitored at various times and it is recorded. Time T is equal to 0, 100, 200, 300, 400. Concentration in moles per meter cube, it is 1000, 500, 333, 250 and 200. Aqueous concentration at Ca0 is equal to 1 mole per liter. Okay. So here we have moles per meter cube. So 1 mole per liter is 1000 moles per meter cube, already given as converted value. For Ca is equal to 500 moles per meter cube, find the conversion of the reactor after 5 hours in the batch reactor. After 5 hours. So at Ca0 is equal to 500, the time is, so data is with you start Ca0 is equal to 1000 mole per meter cube, and you have this data with respect to time in minutes up to 400 minutes. Second, now what is done is, for Ca0 is equal to 500, so you start here. So this is actually your 0, this will be 100, 200 and 300. So the time is 100 minutes from this table. After 5 hours, 5 hours means 60 into 5, 300 minutes. You have to find the conversion. So from here, you start here, plus 5 hours means 300. Okay, that means here if you start this as point t is equal to 0, this is equal to 500. So here 100, 200, 300, like that. So from this table the value is read at 400 minutes and that value is 200. So 400 minutes when you start at this time from 1000, we are starting from 500. Okay, so after 300 minutes this will be our value, 200 moles per meter cube. So Xa will be 1 minus Ca by Ca0. So Ca after 300 minutes will be this value, and if we calculate this we get conversion as 0.6. Same problem we can solve by finding out the rate law. It is not necessary, it can be directly done from the table. You start here, this is your time t is equal to 0, and from here if you start as 0, so this becomes 100, this becomes 200 and this becomes 300. That means after 300 minutes means after 5 hours, if you start with time t is equal to 0 here and Ca0 is 500, then after 3 hours this value is 200. So you get this 1 minus 200 by 500. Now I can determine the rate law. So I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data points. I can calculate from Ca. Xa can be calculated. So we will test for first order and second order. So to test for first order, we want minus ln of 1 minus Xa on y axis. To test second order, we want Xa by 1 minus Xa on x axis. And as a function of time, we find out, and this 1 upon k value we can determine from for this testing, and 1 upon k Ca0 for this. If this 1 upon k value is constant, then k is constant. So you can see here this is not constant, whereas 1 upon k Ca0 is constant, means second order rate constant is same 100 for all the points, exactly 100. So it is second order reaction. So second order rate constant is k is equal to 1 by 100 into Ca0. So this second order rate constant comes out to be 10 raised to minus 5. So Xa by 1 minus Xa is equal to k Ca0 t. K is this 10 raised to minus 5. Ca0 you start with 500 and after 5 hours means 300 minutes. So this value comes out to be 1.5. So Xa by 1 minus Xa is 1.5. Here we have determined k, and if you solve this you get Xa is equal to 0.6. So this is just verification of what we have done. Then this problem is find the rate of reaction for the data problem 3.11. Same thing, we have already done this. Okay, to check the result of the previous problem we have already done it. So this is the same result here. K is 10 raised to 5, so rate equation is minus Ra is equal to 10 raised to minus 5, this is 10 raised to minus 5 into Ca squared. Now here this 3.13 problem again is on gambling habits. So this person, Beta 100 Bash B, his name you can call by any name, likes to play the gambling tables for relaxation. He does not expect to win and he doesn't. So he picks the game in which losses are a given small fraction of the money bet. So he takes smaller risks. He plays steadily without a break and sizes of his bets are proportional to money he has. Again, directly proportional. At Galloping Dominoes, this is the name of that place, casino where he is gambling, and it takes him 4 hours to lose half of his money, whereas it takes 2 hours to lose half of his money at another place, Chakelak. So at place 1, 4 hours to lose half. At second place, it takes 2 hours to lose half of its money. How long he can play both the games simultaneously if he starts with $1,000 and quit when he has $10 left. As his bets are proportional to the money he has, we can consider first order rate for the loss of money. So here at Galloping Dominoes, let us say A minus d dt of this dollar sign, money in hand, is equal to some constant Ka into this dollar sign. This is nothing but minus dCA by dt is equal to Kca. So K is written as Ka, Ca is our dollar, money instead of concentration, this is money. So solution of this is simply ln of S0 by S is equal to Ka into T. Similarly at Chakelak second place we denote it by subscript B. So minus d dt of dollars is equal to Kb into this dollar sign. Solution is ln of this $0 to dollar for B, that is Chakelak, is equal to some constant Kb into T. So first order integrated forms. He is playing the game simultaneously. So these are two parallel reactions which we can combine. So minus d dt of dollar is minus d dt of dollar at A plus minus d dt of dollars at B. So this is whatever money he has in his hand, concentration term, like exactly similar term. So minus dCA by dt is equal to Kca kind of thing. So this, if you add, this becomes K1 plus Kb, two constants added together into dollar money in hand. So if you solve this, ln of dollar for 0, that is $0 by dollar, means nothing but Ca0 by Ca kind of thing, is equal to Ka plus Kb into T. So this $0 is initial amount he is having. So he starts with 1000. So Ca0 value or $0 is 1000. Finally what is left? Only $10. So 1000 by 10, ln of this comes out to be 4.605. Okay, and this Ka Now what is Ka value? Half of this in time t, that is in 4 hours and in 2 hours, half of this value. So this comes out to be, initially if this is 1 and then it becomes 0.5, means ln of 1 by 0.5 is 2. So ln of 2, half life, half the value. So here also same thing, half of its value. And this Ka is ln of this, ln of 2 divided by t. So here in first case you have 4 hours, in second case t is equal to 2 hours. So substitute all these values, only t is unknown, you can calculate t, it comes out to be 8.86 hours. So he can play both the games simultaneously till only $10 are left in his hand. So this is exactly similar to the reactions in parallel and similar integrated form of rate law we have used. For elementary reactions in series, find the maximum concentration of R and when it is reached. So we have seen this derivation where we can find out Cr max, T max, that means maximum concentration value and when it is reached. So here we have done this for K1 is not equal to K2. Here we have K1 is equal to K2. So for this and another condition, at T is equal to 0, Ca is Ca0, you start with Ca0 and Cr0 and Cs0 is 0. So no R and S is present initially. So Cr max by Ca0, we know this we denote is by Y, that is equal to K1 by K2 raised to K2 by K2 minus 1. If I substitute this value S for K2 by K1, this ratio, okay. So if I divide by K1 to the numerator and denominator, K2 by K1 I write S, in the denominator K2 by K1 I write this S, and divided by K1 means K1 by K1 is 1. So and K1 by K2 will be 1 by S. So this we have expressed in this form. We have substituted this ratio as S. So 1 upon S raised to S by S minus 1. So this Y is equal to 1 upon S raised to S by S minus 1. So I consider this term, this equation, and take log of both the sides. Ln of Y is equal to, this comes here, S by S minus 1 into ln of 1 by S. So if K1 is equal to K2, that means S is tending to 1. When K1 is approaching K2, S is tending to 1, or K1 is equal to K2, S is equal to 1. So when S is equal to 1, this numerator is 0, denominator also becomes 0. So you get 0 by 0 form, indeterminate form. So to solve this, we use L'Hopital's rule. So for this, we take limit S tends to 1, ln of Y, limit S tends to 1, this term, S into ln of 1 by S divided by S minus 1. So S into ln of 1 by S divided by S minus 1. So what we do, using this rule, we take the derivative of numerator and derivative of denominator. So derivative of this, if you find out, this is first function into derivative of second. First function is minus S into derivative of second is 1 upon S, minus second function into derivative of first function, that is 1. So this we get here. When you substitute now, limit S tends to 1. So ln of 1 is 0, this term becomes 0. S is equal to 1. So this is simply minus 1. So this limit becomes minus 1. Okay. And this is nothing but ln of Y. What is ln of Y? Ln of Cr max by Ca0. Okay. So CR max by CA0 is e raised to minus 1, exponential minus 1, and this value comes out to be 0.367. Now we will find time t max which is required to reach CR to some maximum value CR. So at time t is equal to t max, CR is CR max. T max we know ln of k2 by k1 divided by k2 minus k1. If I write k2 by k1 is equal to s, so k2 by k1 divided by k1 and multiplied by k1. So k1 into s minus 1. Okay. So for k1 is equal to k2, s is equal to 1, and here s is equal to 1 means ln of 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, so we get 0 by 0 form. So again we take limit s tends to 1, write a numerator and denominator, and that is equal to derivative of numerator divided by derivative of denominator. dds of ln of s is 1 by s, derivative of k1 into s minus 1. So derivative of k1s is simply k1, and derivative of k1 which is constant, which is 0. So 1 by s by k1. Okay. So if I substitute this as tending to 1, so this is 1, so we get 1 by k1. So t max will be equal to 1 by k1, and we know this is for condition k1 is equal to k2. If you take k1, k2 values, k1 is equal to k2, let us say k1 is equal to 1 and k2 also equal to 1. So as in Excel sheet, if you feed this formula, then this will get 0 by 0. So what we will do, we do a trick, that is k1 is equal to 1 and k2 we write as 0.9999. So this is almost equal to 1, and then this will not be 0 by 0 form, and you will get the values of CA, CR, CS. You can plot this CA, CR, CS. This plot is for k1 is equal to k2 is equal to 1. So if k1 is 1, t max will be also equal to 1. So at t is equal to t max, which is equal to 1 for this value, so somewhere here you get CR max value, and this CR max is nothing but 0.367, which is e raised to minus 1. This we have seen. If you take another value, say k1 is equal to 2 and k2 is also equal to 2. So in Excel sheet you take k1 is equal to 2 and k2 is equal to 1.999 and draw this. So t max, this CR max value will be always 0.367 for any value of k1 equal to k2, whereas this time at which it is reached will change. So k1 is equal to t, time t will be equal to 1 by 2, 0.5. So at 0.5 this curve will be there, and another curve will also change in nature little bit, and any point you add at any point of time, you add CA, CR, CS, addition is always CA 0. At room temperature, sucrose is hydrolyzed by a catalytic reaction of the enzyme sucrase as follows. Sucrose to give you product in presence of sucrase as enzyme. Starting with sucrose concentration, CA0 is equal to 1 millimole per liter and enzyme concentration C0 is 0.01 millimole per liter. Following kinetic data are obtained in the batch reactor. Determine whether these data can be reasonably fitted by the kinetics of Michaelis-Menten type, which is minus Ra is equal to K3 Ca Ce0 divided by Ca plus Cm, where Cm is Michaelis constant. If the fit is reasonable, evaluate the constants value, that is K3 and Cm, this Michaelis constant. You have to solve this by integral method. So for solving by integral method, this reaction is of the form of minus Ra is equal to K1Ca by 1 plus K2Ca, and we can write the integrated form, and we are choosing this form, ln of Ca0 by Ca divided by Ca0 minus Ca is equal to minus K2 plus K1 by Ca0 minus Ca into T. So y is equal to mx plus c form. So this we will plot on y axis, this t by ca0 minus ca on x axis, and so this term versus t by ca0 minus ca is the plot. Slope will give you k1 value directly, and this intercept, which is negative value, magnitude, will give you the value of k2, and that we have evaluated from this plot. This is the equation for the best fit line. Y is equal to 1.01x minus 5.096. Okay, correlation coefficient is 0.999. It's perfectly fitting. So k1 is 1.01 and k2 will be equal to e raised to this value. Okay, so we are provided with the data, concentration millimoles per liter and time in hours. So we have many data points here. Left hand side, that is ln of Ca0 by Ca divided by Ca0 minus Ca. Y, this is our y. This we have calculated and we get these values. T by Ca0 minus Ca on x axis. So this are computed. So T from 6.2 to 11. So you can see here T is plotted. It starts from 6.2, almost here 6.2 to this value 11, not included here. Okay. Y axis 1.09 to 6 almost. So K1Ca by 1 plus K2Ca, and equation given is in the form K3CaCe0 by Ca plus Cm. So we will try to write in the equivalent form. So for that you can divide the numerator and denominator by Cm. So here what you get is K3CaCe0 by Cm. This is Ca by Cm plus 1. So what is equivalent of K1? K1 is K3Ce0 by Cm. K3Ce0 by Cm. And this K1 we have obtained from the plot, it is 1.01. K2 value is also obtained from the plot. This minus K2, that value is minus 5.096. So K2 magnitude is 5.096 directly. directly. Okay. So here directly y is equal to mx form. So this is y. Okay. And we have also seen when you take log of both the sides of the kind minus r is equal to k c raised to n, then slope is directly n, whereas intercept gives the value of ln k. So anti-log of that will give you the corresponding value of k. Here directly 5.096 is the value of k2. So we want to find out the value of Cm. So Cm is equal to 1 by K2. If you compare this, 1 plus K2Ca, okay, 1, what is K2Ca? Is Ca by Cm. So Cm is equal to 1 by K2, and this value is 0.1962. So K3 value you can find out, because now K3 is equal to this 1.01 multiplied by Cm divided by Ce0. So we know now Cm value, K1 value, Ce0 is given 0.01. So K3 is 19.82, our inverse. Okay, so Cm and K3 both values have been determined. Now we have to repeat this same problem, and now we will solve by differential method of analysis. We have seen in differential method of analysis we can rearrange this by inverting it. So 1 upon minus Ra is equal to Cm by K3 Ce0 into 1 upon Ca plus Ca by K3 Ca Ce0, Ca cancels out, so 1 upon K3 into Ce0. So what you will plot this on y axis, 1 upon Ca on x axis. So concentration versus time, this is minus Ra value. So for two consecutive points dCA by dt you find out this value, next two consecutive points you get this value, and so on. Corresponding value of Ca average is average values of this Ca. So 1.84 by 2, like that. All consecutive values of minus Ra, that is minus dCA by dt, and Ca average value. So we have these many minus Ra versus Ca. Okay, so minus Ra1 Ca1, minus Ra2 Ca2, and so on, so many values. So what we want is 1 upon minus Ra, this is on y axis, and 1 upon Ca average on x axis. If you make this plot, so Ca versus T, this can be plotted, and at each point we have drawn or we have found out these slopes by taking all consecutive points, or you can take few points, select few points so that it should cover the complete nature of the curve, and draw the tangents at those points, and 5-6 points will be sufficient of minus Ra versus Ca, and then you can make a plot. Here we have considered all the data points and all consecutive values I have taken. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 points. So 11 pairs we have got. So we have 11 points of minus Ra for 11 values of Ca average, and these points we have plotted. So 1 upon minus Ra is and 1 upon Ca, if you plot, you draw the best fit line. Again you can see the best fit line, few points are lying onto this straight line, and we have balance plus minus error. This equation is determined by Excel straight line fit equation you can obtain. So y is equal to 0.996x plus 5.131. Okay. So what you got here? Y intercept 5.131. Earlier case it was 5.096. So K3 is obtained, and that comes out to be 19.489. By integral method of analysis it was 19.82. This slope is giving Cm by K3 Ce0, and slope is 0.996. So from slope you can find out Cm. So Cm is equal to slope multiplied by K3 multiplied by Ce0. So if I multiply these values, it comes out to be 0.194. So Cm by differential method of analysis is 0.194, and we have found earlier by integral method of analysis 0.1962. So these values by both the methods are almost matching. 3.17. Ampule of radioactive material for which half-life is given as 76 minutes is set aside for a day. What does this do to the activity of the ampule? So how much is the decay? Radioactive decay is first order process. Half-life means Ca0 by Ca is equal to 2 to reach the half of its value. Okay, so if you start with say Ca0 is equal to 1, half value is 0.5, so 1 by 0.5 is 2. For first order process, ln of Ca0 by Ca is ln of 2, that is 0.693, and this equal to sign should be there. This is equal to Kt. ln of 2 is 0.693, so ln of Ca0 by Ca is equal to Kt. So K is 0.693 by T. So this value 0.693 by T, T is 76 minutes. So rate constant, first order rate constant comes out to be 0.0912 minute inverse. This is kept for a day. So for one day, 24 hours into 60 minutes, so 1440 minutes. So we'll find out Ca after one day, after 1440 minutes. So ln of Ca0 by Ca is equal to K into T. K, this value which we have calculated. Time in minutes is 1440. Kt comes out to be 13.13. So take antilog of this. E raised to 13.13 is equal to this value. Okay, 5,05,506. And you can find out Ca from this. Ca0 by this value, and it comes out to be very low value. So 1 by this is 1.978 into 10 raised to minus 6 into Ca0. So activity, if you consider Ca0 is equal to 1, it drops to 1.978 into 10 raised to minus 6, or roughly you can say 2 into 10 raised to minus 6. Now here enzyme E catalyzes the transformation of reactant A to product in presence of enzyme. The rate law, minus Ra is equal to 200 Ca Ce0 divided by 2 plus Ca, rate expressed in moles per liter per minute. So this is given. If you introduce the enzyme Ce0 with the concentration 0.001 moles per liter and the reactant Ca0 10 moles per liter into a batch reactor, and let the reaction proceed, you have to find the time needed for the concentration of the reactant to drop to 0.025 moles per liter. Okay, from 10 moles per liter to 0.025 moles per liter. Note that the concentration of enzyme remains unchanged during the reaction. So Ce0 is constant almost. So we have 200 Ca Ce0 by 2 plus Ca. Okay. What is Ce0? 0.001. So 200 into 0.001, that is value of Ce0 into Ca. And here I want to write it, convert it as so that I get 1 plus K2Ca kind of thing in the denominator, comparable with this. So I am dividing by 2. So if I divide denominator by 2, I get 1 plus 0.5 Ca. I have divided denominator by 2, so I have to divide numerator by 2 also. So this comes out to be 0.1. 200 into 0.001 by 2, that is 100 by 0.001 is 0.1 Ca divided by 1 plus 0.5 Ca. It is of the form K1 Ca by 1 plus K2 Ca. That means K1 is 0.1 and K2 is 0.5. So we have this integrated form for this kind of reaction of shifting order, K1 by 1 plus K2 Ca. Integrated form, this we have derived earlier. Ln of Ca0 by Ca plus K2 into Ca0 minus Ca is equal to K1T. Okay. So ln of Ca0 is 10. Final value we have to reach 0.025 plus K2 is 0.5. into Ca0 is 10 and Ca is 0.025. So if you solve this, we get 10.979, and that is equal to K1. K1 is known, which is 0.1. 0.1 into T. So T will be equal to 109.79. So we have found out the time needed for the concentration of the reactant to drop to 0.025 moles per liter from Ca0 is equal to 10 moles per liter. So this integrated form of rate equation we have directly used here. 3.19. Find the conversion after 1 hour in a batch reactor for the reaction A gives R. Rate law is known, given minus Ra is equal to 3 into Ca raised to 0.5. So N is 0.5, which is less than 1. K is 3. Rate is expressed in terms of moles per liter per hour, where Ca0 is given, which is 1 mole per liter. We know that half order rate, so N is less than 1, and for N less than 1 we have to test this condition, limiting value of T. So we know for T greater than or equal to Ca0 raised to 1 minus N divided by 1 minus N into K, we need not carry out the this integration beyond this time limit. So this we can find out. Ca0 is 1, so Ca0 1 raised to 1 minus N is 1. 1 minus N, N is 0.5, so 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. K, this value 3 given directly. So 0.5 into 3. So what you get? 2 by 3. Okay. T is 2 by 3. So beyond 2/3 hour. Okay. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So you can say beyond 40 minutes you did not carry out this. So at T is equal to 2 by 3, conversion will be complete. Xa is equal to 1 and Ca is equal to 0. What is asked? Find the conversion after 1 hour. So we know before 1 hour at T is equal to 2 by 3 in hours, conversion is complete. So after 1 hour also, or after any time beyond this value of 2 by 3, conversion will be 100% only. No A is present. So we will stop here today, and in our next lecture we will continue with more problems from this exercise. So we stop here today.